market rates are. So, Obuni with a profit interest of one naira, for example, Obuni needs the 1 naira. 1 naira will add 1 naira to it, or 2 naira. So the next interest I forget about 2 naira. It keep on compounding, and for over a period of years, you're the global markets or in the stock market, and we're fund down about S&P 500, Standard and Poor 500. This is company a fund on na track the largest 500 companies in the US.
I suggest Jelitis before you.
So Obuna na check here the kind of where check here the market S&P 500, right? S&P 500 are both like the global index for the 500 biggest companies in the US. They will tell you that in a year now organic return between 8 to I think 10 or 12 or 15%. That is it. So it means that on your investment in their return rate around 10-15% is already good. So when some people know in the comment section the valuation, yeah, the valuation works. Man, like I said, for someone to keep money for you to keep naira in Nigeria in account, or make us say need an account, you invest it.
Hey.
If you want to withdraw it tomorrow, you withdraw it. Man, if there's a snocky word naira, you know go no. It in your account or make all a waste of money because you can actually invest it in the fund that is there in Nigeria. And for some of us, not quite in Nigeria, that do not have the access to invest in foreign stocks, right? So do any foreign investment. They can also look at what is in Nigeria. I saw someone that talked about when you IBTC. More want to use IBTC for that particular one. But it is there for people to really gain. You know, mana emalugo. Then some people understand the stock market that can actually understand that stock market can also decide to invest in the stock market. But always sorry no na agwagi, always group, always committee. One of my close friends form. So one of our guy na financial institution na US. The guy one particular stock we bought this stock within a month. This thing did 800%.
800%.
Yes, and I will say the name of that stock. And anybody can go and check it. CGTX. The ticker symbol is CGTX, right? And I got in here at 30 cents. This thing went up to almost $3.
Hey.
If we get so, there is, and even in Nigeria itself, even in the Nigerian stock market, these things happen. But I think that the key thing is for people to know CGTX, X, not S, X. Yeah. No, X, not S.
Yes.
So even in Nigeria, anywhere things, yeah. Man, the good thing is you need the information to know when to buy and when to sell. And also, it is not a financial advice because now, at the end of the day, you need to be the one to make that decision for yourself. But that lack of financial thing, that lack of it is killing people. Oh yeah, but some people name I say go is man check about another thing.
Yes.
My dad knew go but ego. Put it in investment. Gone are the days I say because even it can even be seen as money laundering. Because they receive and invest in then tax and all those stuff. The one thing done here, number one, some people opening more knowledge to invest. Savings is good to save for rainy days. And then when purpose of it, say for example, if you may invest for retirement in 10 years. You can say, okay, nana lot X amount of money. One say nana 10 naira every month, right? Or 10 euros, $10, whatever. If what bill 2 euros or 3 euros. Or expenses need them and name everything for the month I will go 3 euros or 47 euros, okay? And then it's okay. You divide into to save one, invest your one. So it's not really, you don't really have to invest everything. It's just for somebody to understand the strategy that works for him or her. You say go for rainy days, we'll be saying a motor maybe you need to change the tire. ịma metụ investment gị aka isi from that savings mee ya ọ na onwe akwa like efu isi na that savings mee ya mana ị nwere as you are saving parallelly ị nwekwa investment or ị nwere ebe ị na-eme your money invest. That is really important. Ịghọtago? So that na ka ọ hapụ ịbụ isi retire ka anyị n'oge ichebe until 68 years kịta ka ndị Netherlands na mma dị wee retire 68 years mma na-emere meeting na ụmụnna ma ọ na-ejere ofu ihe apụtasị na nka na-alụ ọrụ ịghọta gị ya. So mana again it depends on people's all depend ka choice mmadụ ịghọta mana that financial literacy aha na-eme alụ ịghọtago anaghị akụziri anyị ya and I think ọ dịkwa cultural, people don't want to talk about money, mana ama m na o nwesịrị friend m ndị ọcha ebe a they openly talk about these things. Sị gị na my colleague na sị m ọsị m chemezi I bought Tesla today. I bought Tesla and the Tesla went 15% and I sold it. Oh, I bought ASML today.
Tesla went 15%. The shares, the stock, all got 15%.
During COVID, nah, I milk Tesla during COVID because all that crash, beyond. So people we started buying Tesla. So during COVID, all these things, even up until now as well, because because a lot of stock are moving. The same thing with Alibaba. There are lots of them that their crash will be saying not crash like this. But if you look into the company and if you look into the financial, the company is still okay. They are making profits. It's just that the market is reacting to the stock price. You have to go or crash. But if you buy with enough information and conviction, then you will just hold it there and see a rise. Or the person wanted to play safe or invest in S&P 500 because in Kaha index fund you cannot get it wrong. You got to go because that's one a huge diversification. Mana I think in supposing na kuzi na school financial literacy regardless of ihe ọbụla ego ije ka iwe mụta finance ịmụta ya ọfụma ịghọta go ya be na alụ ọlụ ka iwe nwe ka ga esiwe na-esave ị na-eme invest ịghọta ọ dị important.
Jesus Christ. Let everybody share this life. Everybody share this life. My brother, I go akwụkwọ a na-akpọ the rich dad and the poor dad. When not JS2, on a the poor they buy first, why the rich buy last? Because the poor want to look rich, while the rich is busy making their money to work for them. My brother, as a working class, somebody now a lot of people will pro traveler. A lot of people travel. People with this knowledge before they travel abroad. Ebe mana mmadụ ga physically mmadụ ga-eme like onye na-alụ ọrụ can actually save like 40M. It's realistic in a year or 30M depending on the lifestyle and the how he chooses to live his personal life. Onye na-enweta 30 million naira in a year. Onye may travel in a year. Onye na-achọ ime travel ga-enweta this money. O kwesịrị ka o nwee this knowledge first. Instead of thinking, because anyway video me now let me now put it to you, my brother. Anyway, some locations songa no boda 100 million cannot even get a plot of land.
Yes, now.
So I'm now thinking that now most people need see obodo ibabata. Average persons need see obodo ibabata. Ade with family problem with investment in a village. Ade for this money. You are the manager now. So then, without having this knowledge now, I think a lot of people will come back and find this. They will struggle. They will struggle to even adapt.
Yes. Okay, money nwere and the batabagodi Nigeria one ijidego ibebe obodo oyibo it is good. All encourage na dem ma obodo abịaba to sit down and think about what the person wants because that is the key. What do you really want? As long as name my nature, as long as name a plan and you work according to your plan, it's going to work. About the plan. I don't know. I was not like that because plan in Nigeria, measure plan fail. But I realized that my plan failed. I had to make another plan because another thing, not to lie to yourself. Say the first masters, talk it all already happened and go when I wasted time doing this masters. I had to go back to school again. I had to go back to school. People were saying, "Oh, I'll work I say, I forget it. I'm going back. You got to get. Man,
Igbo
again, all
masters
decisions.
2 times na. Igbo masters 2 times n'obodo Igbo.
MM2 masters, yes. Say the first one, I couldn't get a job. You got to control. In young times, in control after my graduation, in control 3 months. I'm going back again. In 3 months, and what I went back. If you get so mana again, as I was saying, all that plan money need the plan. If you fail to plan, then you plan to fail. Then opposite no onye hachi bi obodo Igbo malụ okay. No na akwụkwọ ka ọ bụ ego na ọ bụ na ebe ego akwụkwọ na ihe butere ebe a bụ akwụkwọ na ọ ga-enye priority to akwụkwọ ya na ọ ga-enye priority to that akwụkwọ bụ ego so that ka ọ wee nweta good result. Inweta good result doors opens because ọ bụ na eme masters so onwe distinction. Ọ bụgodu na o nweteghi ọlụ the person can go straight away to PhD and most of them is funded. So number one, they pay you a stipend like £1,500 or so to study in the UK. You were in Netherlands, but I think about 2,000 or 3,000 euros can now put in a PhD per month. Then from that money,
government pay you to study a doctorate degree.
In some cases, yes. In some cases, yes. Obuno the study book funding, then you can apply for that funding. Obuno pro funding, then you have to pay for yourself. You got to go, but Obuno with distinction. Okay, onyeziegi higher edge than under distinction. That is why on them ki go there kwa hagoti of ma. If you get now, so Obuno ebia then a maloke and in earn X amount of money. Now you really want to put your energy in studying. You cut down your lifestyle. You make your friends and family to understand now okay na go. Nka bu na na bia agoro ego na ihe na agoro ego no isi. So by the reason why this is important to take away that pressure. We're going this thing nine obodo Igbo na ọkwa akwụkwọ ka m bịa ebe ego. Oge nchi ibia Scotland, my cousin ọkpọ m na hotel o si Scotland bata. Mụnwa na-apụ ebe next week ọkpọọ m mbịa na hotel room ya ọsị m na na-ejekwa obodo oyibo n'ọkwa na ị na-ejekwa obodo oyibo ọ sị m tụda aka na ntị na ị na-ejekwa obodo oyibo n'ọkwa ka ije buru ego ị ga-adịkwa disappointed na aghọta m ihe ọ na-ekwu na ọ bụkwa n'ọkwa akwụkwọ ka iji ego gakwa gụọ akwụkwọ gị ịgakwa ebe aha n'ọkwa ka ị ga buru ego go dey disappointed because ọ bụkwa otu ha ka ọ dị na a na-ata ụfụ first. Then you need to plan very well. With business make all the arrangements. Take time and make all the arrangements so that the business will always be a shop will never be here. Or a shop in your manufacturing or servicing whatever you be there. Or no taxi go to Nigeria they will already register the taxi. Mana ọ bụ na ka ịbata Nigeria wee bịa relax ya wee mee planning my brother ego ahụ ga-etip immediately ka ọ ga-esi wee ti ihe ji na-ekwu ihe a bụ na witness go mi afụgo bụ ndị o mere ọ bụghị ofu ọ bụghị ịbụ ọ bụghị ịtọ a lot because of lack of planning. Ịghọtago you need to plan ma ọ bụ na ị plan rụrụ n'oge etipịa omugo oge aha na anụ kwa nwa na-agụsa akwụkwọ no seriously bitch then onwezi nke mee the boss bụ na mbịa a na-achụkasịzi ọrụ then nweta ọrụ with ndị Glasgow City Council to do care na-asị na ihe ngụkwa na microbiology mee masters na safety and environmental management gba ka mmeju ya look here na mahal I went back to study again. My luck because now we're good results. The other studies need them scholarship on I put him over. They pay tuition fee and give me scholarship. You gotta go so relax here. Just school 5 days a week. I go tutorial by 7 p.m. Man or there. You gotta get. So then that will not give you that because now another thing go make your friends, go lectures, go school 5 days. Make your friends, integrate it with the culture, integrate it with people, you get a job straight away. because you begin to learn how they think. Or interview, you can easily talk about you can easily explain it. Man, some of us, so guys, Nigeria, they are natural. They will tell you to go and lie. This yes na CV. One yes, they go no, because no, Bishop already now look at they look all for 10 years. Man, I been asking guys, you don't go no. I just what this guy. The moment people are saying, I need to tell. Do you know how to do this? I don't know. I understand it, but I don't know. Man, if you train me, I'll do it well. I was owning up to Nama singing Mama here, and that was it. That was the rest was story. The rest was history. You got again. So everything is information. Everything is information, and I really thank you for create such such platform to for people to share their experience, because no from that experience can the money get you where malo. Then can the money get you mara the other side of story as well. So my story is peculiar. My story is different. I would say na catch food in here because sometimes I'm gonna ask. And I have a joker. I just been a for almost 10 years.
I'm
a joker. So why is God? Man, if you get so say okay, don't wake up now for man they do me here now, but just not by me. Mana the thing not happen for me. As Nigeria, I mean, if you plan yourself very well, and stick to a plan, because for me, I cannot work without a plan. Me here, first. Make sure make sense. I'll go and do research. Then I'll try to see people who may go what I wanted to do and get information from them. Then I'll give it a shot. Even when I was. And people also need to take, be ready to take risk. Ogensi from Scotland, they move over to England. My mom even was like, Chimeze, why do you want to leave? Why don't you want to stay in Scotland? Say, mom, maybe you go to Scotland. I'm actually hibi. You got to go. Burabam, guy England. No England 1 year. With the company headhunt so na LinkedIn. Same na hang job offer for me na Netherlands. But my cousin say mo Nigeria ko bro ibo buruko na obi na mma ebute na mma disappointed. When na funsie na nkwa o. O se mpaki akpa mburu jebe ozugbo. Mpaki mu buru akpa m gaba dia. Na obu na nru eba na no di ma m shiata azu. And that was the best decision. Leaving the UK and coming to the Netherlands was the best career decision I've made. Living it there, because now it is completely different. Lifestyle here is different. Culture here is different. Jobs here is guaranteed. Your employer cannot wake up and fire you. It's not possible. They cannot fire you here. As long as they're not on permanent contract, they cannot fire you. As long as they're not on a permanent contract, you are protected by law. Except when you commit is a crime. Or for like 2 or 3 years, you have underperformed, and your company has done all the necessary things they are supposed to do to make sure they perform. There has to be an extreme case. Enwelo job security. Enwelo security. I don't know. Now UK, if you anyhow, your services are no longer required, and that's it. Netherlands, they're for we are. Yes, now I know more now. I've been in UK 7 years, and a lot of people, if you say, they go just escort the person come out for they go escort you come out for the place. I say, if you're not happy, you can appeal it. Actually, no, last one may appeal and why do you shit? So, but that was a singular thing, and when I came to Netherlands. The culture, for me as Nandosha, the racist, I have not. I'm going to experience now. You can make experience, actually. Netherlands, yes, and how we can as well they no go show them. At least from my experience, you go. And when UK, if they if they talk to you, then they go use hand gesture. We be saying, "Nah, no you." They go use gesture. Do you want to eat? Do you want to drink? But some of us, when they realize that they could had a shock. Now, one person more than you can say, my sister put 15,000 pounds cash. Or some 15,000 pounds on CIS now put from Nigeria. And I wonder, can you say what they go? Can I wonder, can you say what they go? Or happen to her low, the hang were flat, near to one, say Nigeria, and hand a castle, no foreign the plaza raw. I go flat, go there. Now I get mortgage, and I will cash. I think you have 100 million and you get cash today. If you get, man, in Netherlands, it is a little, it is for me, it is easier. People really, your rights are protected. You got to go. So I can, oh yeah, but to answer your question, now, 8 beginning in the UK, beaches na maybe you go.
Yes.
And
they plan you plan yourself before you got Netherlands. My brother, kidi ke mad the easiest way now no madam but Netherlands.
I know as at 2-3 years ago, Netherlands were actually recruiting people from Nigeria, recruiting people from all over the world. The skilled labor were shortage. So companies are not stingy with sponsorship. Companies are just stingy because some of them were university. They were recruiting people from Nigeria all over the world. If you get now, man, I would say now the easiest from what I've heard, because my own journey is different. I would say that the easiest will be through education. Because I don't know no change. Admission or go see proof of money. School will tell the embassy to give you visa. They give visa, and if you say about 1 year, 1 year post study or so, but within that 1 year, you should be able to get a job. So at least from what I have heard or from what I've seen so far, I would say that the best thing I go if from school, if through school. Man, plenty of companies, international companies that are hiring highly skilled from all over the world to come to Netherlands. Yeah.
Wow.
And the Netherlands, in earn a certain amount of money and above, hang we about 30% ruling. Because now the tax, this country, the tax is crazy. You can understand how tax, UK na UK, in my opinion, is now one of the lenient countries in taxation in Europe, actually.
Immediately, yeah.
Yes. The UK tax system is lenient, actually.
Yes.
The Netherlands, I think masters, minimum of master's degree, below 30 or 35 years or so. Below the onward age, I can't remember. I can't remember. Then no certain amount of money, they will give you tax break for 5 years, 30% tax break. So meaning that not in the end, 100,000 euros, they will not tax. They will only tax 70,000 euros. That 30,000 will be untaxed.
Wow.
I think now they are trying to change it with all these new laws now. All this the far left, the far right, and they're trying to force to take those things away. I enjoy 5 years of 30% ruling. I enjoyed it. So the first 5 years, I tax from 100%, I tax 70%. But after then, tax Chineke. To the extent that.
Okay, continue.
To the extent that a bonus, her tax a bonus 52.5%. So they take more from my bonus actually. You got to go with a bonus of 10,000 euros, here we're low 5,200 euros. You get the right. So they actually earn more, they take more from your bonus they take more from your bonus actually and give you less because now they don't want you to keep so much money. If they're going to account to get more than 30,000 pounds, 30,000 euros, I think they will start charging you, they will start to tax you on it as well. Because they don't bring the bet. I think UK, Obuna people in the UK should be, in fact, they should be rejoicing. They should be making money. They should be really, really happy because there were a lot of programs like they are tax-free ISA. There are a lot of things in which may. you should be able to how do I say, you should be able to do and maximize the money in the air never you go. But just that now the lifestyle in the UK is, in my opinion, not too competitive. Everybody wants to show themselves. You go that kind of thing. On your like if we are to show kedo the motor nanya, kedo akwi ne, kedo that kind of lifestyle. Yota. But I don't know about my way of living.
You are not easily bothered about people. You dey seek people's approval. You dey distracted by people. You dey make your decisions alone. Like, what do you have to say about it? Like, many people gonna wonder, Kedonye Buchesula, this guy. Yeah? Just let me one time it cause controversy. You want to go, somebody there, you married. Okay, what? With this your level of intellectual capacity, you are no an average Chioma, average Nkilu, average Jennifer, Jessica, average, not intellectually upgraded. Yeah, I'm on a level you level anye intellectual and corporate. Hey.
One thing I believe is this, right? Only about we're intelligent, just how you develop it. Let's say for example that na onye as you describe the person na the whole intellectual, and then abono that situation can find the room. I will help the person out now. I really help the person to brush the person up. You can spend time and do it.
You get brush with somebody. You get one with the patient. Brush somebody up.
I will have the patient. Of course, why not? You can learn that we can become anything we want to become in this life. As long as you dedicate yourself to it, you become anything you want to become. I will spend time and understand what the person wants. And then I will help the person out. I say it's a goal that will measure, but I am very strict with it. I'm not saying go one, yeah, go one. I go now half. I'm not one. If you have to read 10 pages for, I go 10 pages of textbook, I go 10 pages. And if I come, I want you to explain it.
Hey.
If we get. So, as long as that person is willing, yes, you can brush the person.
You need to know your name. Okwa wivon ibata no no woli wivon woli vepo ya anya. What do you bring to the table? Or the table na shake ike. Or will you leave it?
I'll put my cup of tea anyway. I went up with a cup of tea, and I'll put mine. And with regards to decision, I think one of the things my parents did well, but self-confidence. You need to know what you are. You need to believe in yourself. Yes. The first person that your first customer, your first fan is yourself. You need to know how to love yourself and believe in yourself. Because if you don't believe in yourself, nobody else will. And another thing, Bona, you also need to be a master of one thing. Just learn something and know how to do that thing very well, so that because that will be your unique selling point. If you find yourself in a situation, you can utilize that particular skill and shine. The thing I must all can give those people lesson. Igbo na pop is going non-bishop. So that kind of thing. If we get so manaka it doesn't really matter. Obuno na bisi marake sa bisi marake sa be of more expert in here. You got to go because what you see these days is that now some people don't the matter they when to perfect in one thing. Everything is just about matter of or a stage by stage stuff. So to back to your question. Ọ bụ na mụ na Chukwu ji onye na-enwere onye na-agụrụ akwụkwọ ga encourage gị onye ahụ agachi ya azụ. Ọ bụ na secondary school mma ehugidi ọ bụgo no teachers training or whatever ọ banye anyị na-ahịa like that. O weta assignment anyị na-eme akụzikọtara ọmụta ka esi eme. No, seriously. And before you know it, and you see the person will pick. I believe that onye ọbụla can be ọ bụ na isi bụ a doctor kịta, you decide na isi bụ doctor, ị ga-abụ a doctor. It might take you 15 years old.
Etu nọ na bish with ihe niile ngo wacha brain. My medulla, my cerebellum, ọka chịkọrọ ọnụ download anatomy of human creation.
Bish, computer was meant from human brain, right? As long as you decide the keta na-eshi bụ a doctor, as long as you made that decision, so if a doctor, I will be a doctor. You will be. You work towards it. Ọbụna sciences came and your wire can if something will push you to go and start reading chemistry, physics and biology, get the jambos. As long as you're determined to do it, you will. You go there, you go by the anatomy. You start reading it, anatomy, biochemistry, physiology, you go try, you pass a second MB, you go to clinicals immediately, you do pathology, you do those things. You go back and do so. Before you know it, you're a doctor. If you decide to be a doctor, you be a doctor. Onwe ihe men oge nweta ọlụ izi. Onwe ihe a na-akpọ ide kappa or non-conformance or deviation. So when things go wrong, he made deviation. Mana ihe na-abụ investigation. Mana amaghị m ka esi eme the thing. So na-eme ebunye m the thing. Onwe one of my guy then, onye Ghana, mkpọọ ya nsa Frederick nna bịa help ụmụ yotago. Na almost in came one day nanu no bakwa becha akwa say okwefu this thing ma but the best in it. I just made my mind decide mchecha all about immediately. I will sleep la holos bon la hola ndie nlicha and ebe 8 or 9 me go down 1 a.m. nkaba. I'm telling you before nabao agugdem ememe ha me for like 2-3 years. That particular thing masters here. You forget. Man Obuna made this baby in Angemia. You know, go do them. As long as you decide need to make something like you go do them. The last time I give Kokuna Funungwa know something na work on. For me to even comprehend how to start it, but I have decided that I go crack them. I put my mind towards it. I started reading about it. I got a mentor. I got this and I started doing it. And now it's more like no secret. I get it. Okay, you don't know the secret, but you have to put your mind towards it. You really need to do it. Forget. As long as maybe go no biggie, need try build this thing, you will do it. There's no two ways about it.
Okay. Chiso, another question. Chiso, enwe challenge. Iwe billionaire.
Nah,
the way she
I become a billionaire. I wish I'm.
But you're already speaking like one.
Well, I'm a castle. I'm a billionaire. You could know come and then zinc anya no name zinc one name working. You come and then zinc anya no.
But just average Nigerian and one name with 60,000 pounds a month, 60,000 euro a month around you every year. 60
Nigeria.
About 60, 70 around you, or the possible.
A salary.
Yearly.
A salary.
Yes, 60.
60,000 bus mom, 60,000 money. 60,000 mobile ego na. All depending on your line of work anyway. All depending on your line of work. Yeah, at the end of the day, you know. I would imagine that all depends. 6,000 in with somebody now low in a good place with Somebody now in my industry, yes, it's easy, very easy,
Your industry.
very easy.
This maganwa akwụkwọ na alụwazie na your industry.
If you decide kita, maybe kita.
With mathematics, but mụ na ị na-akpa na phone, enwe ile ndị na-asị m do this. Na chiso elu m n'ụlọ wolu mmiri ọkụ mmawa n'isi. I mechara call ịgbala ibe mem. Efiniti m call ahụ with you. Elu m n'ụlọ wolu mmiri ọkụ. Azụ isi m niile na-enwu ọkụ. My brother, enwebe m such discussion before. Intellectual due to many people, I can abagolum people also, chisel. Because most people are boy in a phone. Now one day be magolu. Yeah, nobody ever had such a discussion with me. In a co telling me that day can go laptop. You know, many things in our inside. I didn't know about this. Amalamia. And I think our people, we need to. I can je kuna page. Even obune malo. Lapu onye amalo gi nog na akoko. Je chobo onye kage we amalo. Na apo chiso. So you the only person in there expect your intellectual capability all over the world. Because na muha bish before unkwete na mmade nwe intellectual capacity. Ọ na-abịa alụ mana sọsọ igodu ka m believe yatago isi m kwụ ebe a 20 million na akaụntụ ya m ji elalụwa I will do it cause ama m ebe ihe eme m ji mathematics dị ya mana onwe onye ya asị m kweli ya 200,000 nkịtị kama m meditate kama m wolu the money mwenye ọkụ because we have to. In fact, I need iron sharpened iron. This is why people are not with people who got sharpened over. Why? Anyway, people gonna have me college when not there not today. Anyway, many things. Anyway, people why are people not working with people that will sharpen them?
Yeah. Again, it all depend the kinkers that we are. I can't remember bandwagon effect. I think so. If you tell me who your friends are, and I'll tell you who you are. I'm not going to Glasgow. When the first time I stepped into pharma, one guy, very good guy. This guy was the only person asked him apply to Shell, apply to ExxonMobil, apply to Schlumberger. Apply. Now, when I stepped into the pharma, this guy almost become a qualified person. Become a qualified person. In the pharmaceutical industry, the qualified person, one of the highest paid. In fact, Obona, to give you an example now, Obona, my company, Obona, my sign was saying that this particular product can be sold. They cannot sell it. And I'm legal right. I'm actually protected by the law to say trash it. Also, that 100 million naira.
Oh, each other
you forget. Now,
with your position now, okay, paracetamol
no, I had a paracetamol. Man, I had a ogu for plague psoriasis. I can say, for example, one injection is around 3,500 euros. You forget. So,
one injection.
So,
this will come more down. Somebody. Yeah. One injection, ogunele, was 3,500. One injection. Soon
in the market, yeah. And say, for example, the portfolio of my company were almost 150 different molecules. Man, I'm only working on one molecule. For that was the plague psoriasis. Man, just let you know now, if I decide to release a batch would cost maybe 5,000 syringes. 10,000 syringes. 10,000 by $3,500 euros. That is the cost. Man, I can't wear something, not with something that I didn't really agree, or something that has happened during the production that I'm not happy with. I can say trash it, and they will trash it.
Somebody
Yeah.
say why
So,
I know
man,
go school.
when this guy
Somebody there in a comment section, why I know go
my
school.
sister, it's not late, you. I watch my work in case you go to school. It's not late.
Okay, continue, my brother.
So, but this particular guy, show me about the guy. He kept on pushing me to go to that line. He kept on every day. I naga bubble Logan at Glasgow every Friday. I be bubble or simply okay. QP every day, every Friday. To the extent, mfuzi na doji adoja. Makuzi mi hengazia. Mfokuya osimu. Ibidikwa buru QP. The guy who is a senior consultant to a nuclear site. Then he was, I've been at Glasgow. He was one of the top guys that earn money then. Of course,
Onye Igbo.
with his